Boom! No, I'm just playing. Hey, look, y'all. I'm about to go through this video quick because sorry about yesterday. Normally I post on Sundays, but we were stuck. Our plane got canceled in Atlanta. Atlanta didn't want to let us go. Shout out to Atlanta folks. And we had a good time in Tennessee and all that. So shout out to my Tennessee folk. But anyway, let me get to this video. So let's go ahead and start with news events first, so you guys can see what's popping off for this week. All right. So bottom line is, let's see. We have, and usually I put it in a little short thing, but literally, me and Nancy literally just coming in the house. And as soon as I record this, do my New York session trades for the futures market, I'm crashing. I'm going to bed. So anyway, and by the way, don't miss out on the New York session this week because again, on Tuesday and Thursday we'll be with Miss Jenny, and on Wednesday you will have Uncle P in the house. It'll be our first. Futures live trading session with your uncle. No more of the free classes. And of course, we got the oil and silver going on for the copycat copier. We got the Forex copier. We got gold, which hit a big winner on yesterday for everybody in the copycat family. So we got lots of things going on. So go to superezcopycat.com or if you want to trade live in the futures market during the New York Asian session, futures.com. All right, let's get going. All right, so right here I see the switches coming out with unemployment rates. That's not something I'm going to worry about. PMI numbers are coming out for the euro. Try to trade basically around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning, New York time, and you'll bypass this news anyway. So just let that go by. Let it float on by. Float on. All right, here we go. I don't see anything here. I don't see anything there. They have unemployment numbers coming out, but that's not that big of a deal. It'll be a little shake, rattle and roll, but nothing much for the NZD, and that'll be on Tuesday. Let's go on into Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't see much of anything. I don't see much so far. All right, that's Wednesday. So we have all this data coming out. Now this, if you're trading in the futures market, yes, you got to pay attention to this stuff. Yeah, this one is a big one. Yeah. This gonna be the shaker, y'all. Okay, this one is it. We looking at a big one here. All right. Yeah, we're looking at a big one right there. And then we have these two, the NZDs. Oh man, I should have typed this out. Like I said, forgive me, y'all. Y'all go ahead and write this down this time. Usually I put it on my little sheet, but not today. I'm tired. I'll do it for myself later. But again, Fed interest rates is going to be the big kahuna, guys, on Wednesday. So, this is going to be a big market shaker, especially since Trump is now taking office. And this tariff war is going on. Oh my God. Y'all gonna miss me on them Wednesdays. I'll tell you that. Them free Wednesdays. But that's why you're gonna have to join me for the futures trading. That's what we're gonna be there for. Okay, so get the little cheap entry fee and come on in on Wednesdays with me. Or Tuesdays and Thursdays on New York session with Miss Jenny. And there we go. Good news is during the Asian session, we ain't got to worry about this stuff because it's already gone. Very little news or anything to worry about during the Asian session. So guess what? We got 2 times a day to make money in the futures market. Yeah, if you're trading on your own, you got to pay attention to this one. This is going to be the big one for the entire month. Okay, this is always the biggest one that shakes up every market across the globe. Right here. And Jerome Powell and Trumpeteer, they ain't getting along. Trump trying to fire that dude. He's like, bro, lower the interest rates, man, so we can get this party going. I'm doing my half, you do your half. Okay, anyway, and then look who follows. And a lot of times, man, I should have typed this out. I'm gonna type it out later for myself, but guys, just take note that, and I'm on my FX book. And I'm on I click on economic calendar and I go to this week. So it gives me everything for the week. So that means that the pound is coming out with their interest rates this week as well. Oh my. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have some doozies. We're gonna have some floozy doozy. All right, and I don't see anything else. CAD participation rates, that's unemployment rate, so they're gonna be coming out with that. Okay, I see you. Inflation numbers is coming out for China, which they have been having a hard time. So the biggest news event is going to be the pound and the U.S. coming out with their interest rates for the week. Okay, woo-wee. All right, let's take a look at what the market is talking about this week. All right, let's go ahead and do the scooty wop wop. All right, so that ain't talking about nothing. Oh, I got to go out further out. Yeah, that'll help. All right, so yeah, this is what I'm saying. This consolidation and then a pop. Okay, this did a SpongeBob SquareHead consolidation and broke out. Told you guys, it's continuation pattern. Anytime you see consolidation, it's typically a continuation pattern. So it goes up, consolidate, and then breaks out in the same direction. Okay, so nothing I see there so far. Same thing, consolidation, breakout to the upside. Consolidate, chop, pop. Chop, drop. See, it was already going down, then it goes to the side, chop, and drop. Chop, pop. Okay, that's what it did. I told you guys that last week. I told you I didn't see nothing important that I liked about it. Let me shrink my head so we can get to this quickly. Okay, all right, so let's go. I don't see nothing there. I see this here. This may be a little something. Drop to the 15-minute. And it's already dropping. So yeah, that's a good setup right there. Kinda. But see, because it's coming in waves, and I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Trade very lightly this week, guys. Trade very, very lightly this week. Oops. See, it's coming in waves, and then it breaks to the upside. They call these flag patterns. Okay, flag patterns. So it's creating, it looks like a triple flag right here. Right there. There's another one. And then it popped out of there, and now this one is dropping down a bit, creating another flag pattern. Yes, it's sloppy, but don't worry about that. Uncle Pino, stop it. I told you I just got off the plane, literally. And so therefore, like I said, slant, pop, slant, and then this one would pop up. So I wouldn't trust it for a sale just yet. Not just yet. Okay, that one dropped. That one dropped a bit, but I still don't see anything juicy that I like. Oh man, I'm gonna hop in this thing right here. Okay, nope. And this is how you should be doing your charts. If you don't see anything, don't keep spending time trying to overanalyze a pair that just don't look right. If it don't look right, then keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Just like, hey, I don't see nothing. All right. So I like this setup right here. I like that one. NJ. Okay. Now that one might not be bad. Okay. Yeah, but it's still sitting in that judo chop. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. This is very natural for the markets to doing this judo chop stuff. Okay, and I see that double. I see all that bottoming out on the USD CAD. I see that as well. See all that, but who's to say that it won't break through? Because guess what? Fed interest rates could interfere and cause some issues. All right, let's switch over to Ocean real quick and see if we see anything. All right, so we're gonna back it up. Come on. Yeah, there you go. All right, there we go. All right, let's go back through this and see. And I'm going to thin this out on the 1 hour. And look at that. See how what I'm saying is staying above. It's still pushing to the upside. This one has pushed to the upside as well. See, it's choppy, but it's staying up, staying to the upside. That was that consolidation and then that pop that I was telling you guys about that it does. You feel me? Why y'all not acting right, bro? Oh, okay, you there. Okay, same thing. See, it's staying above. Okay. Like I said, I don't like that. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. This week, it might behoove you to actually Sorry, y'all. It may behoove you to just take it light and easy this week. If you see something that may go down a little bit because it's already in the downtrend, so it may go down a little more. I see that possibility. Following that trend, riding that trend straight on down. Yep. So I see this one too. I saw that. Potentially to just ride it on down, see if it goes down some more. We got plenty of confirmation saying that, hey, this is a downtrend. So this one may just slowly go down some more. Okay. This is the purpose of switching systems. When the market is in a trend, you know, the trend is your friend. So you got to have a system that's going to tell you, hey, this is trending. All right. So now we have this one here. It has crossing below. So, you know, this one could go ahead and dip to the downside. This one I wouldn't touch at all. The USD, not right now. Not until after that Fed interest rate. Okay, that one has crossed above. Check the 15. There it was, right there. So that one already crossed to the upside. Let's check the 1 hour on that one. So it could stay there. Here's what I'm looking at. Right there. It could come up right to that level. Pow, pow, pow. Y'all feel me? All right. So this one is still to the upside as well. Staying above that main wave. This is definitely staying above that wave. Like I said, avoid it. All right. So this is the only one that I would say on this one I would consider a possibility. But it's judo chop in it to here. It looks very nice on the 4 hour. But, you know, but what I was going to say, and I'm sorry that I didn't finish. Guys, see, here's what I'm saying on this USD CAD. Okay, I know that it's showing, you know, bottom. But this is how news events happen. They show support. And then news come out and blows right on through that support. And Ocean Wave is very good at calling that stuff. So if anything, I'm chilling. I seen that trade set up on USD CAD, but right now look at all this. Look at where the money is flowing right here. Look at this. This is a Spongy Bob flat butt. Okay, Spongy Bob square head or a flat butt. And once you see these flat cheeks, you see what I'm saying? How it flattens out. That typically is a sign that it could break through to the downside unless the feds come out and say something differently. But who knows? Me personally, if I had to choose and flip a coin, I would be selling the USD CAD. I see all that support, but I don't trust it just yet. But it could go either way. I could be wrong. That's my whole point. I could be wrong. So if you're trading on your own, just be very, very careful. Trade very lightly. Take any trade you see, but just use a small position to do so. Okay. All right, you guys, I need to sleep. I'm falling asleep as I'm doing this video, and the futures market about to open up for me, and I got to trade that one, you know, to pay for that vacation. And then after that, I'm going to crash out. I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. You know what I mean? Do like that old Tom and Jerry where they used to put toothpicks in their eyes to hold their eyes up, you know. All right, peace and air grease, guys. I'll talk to you soon, especially those who's in the futures program, futures trading project. I will see you on Wednesday, and tomorrow you'll be with Miss Jenny. And of course, we still have the super easy copycat, which is doing very well. We have the gold people. Y'all should be sprinkling gold dust on your shoes because we hit really nicely last night on a big nice trade. And then we have the oil and silver, and we have the Forex trade, and we have the indices as well. So if you want to be copied on indice trades, those are available as well. Everything is on the 2 websites at the top. So anything you need, we got you. So again, Futrix.com or supereasycopycat.com. Either one. The websites are at the top. Peace. Got to get the sprinkles. All right, bye.